For many years now, Coachman has a reputation for building high quality, prestige caravans that have people queuing up at the showrooms. I personally know people who just go from one Coachman to another without bothering to look at any other mark. However, as any business leader will tell you, if you stand still, you'll soon go backwards. But I have to say there's no sign of complacency here at Coachman. For the 2018 VIP range, the word new appears more than 50 times in their spec sheet. And here we've got the VIP 460 two-berth end washroom model. So let's go and see what all those changes add up to. Keen students of Coachman body shells will notice that this year's VIP front body panel is completely different from last year's. The main difference being that it has two gas lockers, one on either side. The grab rails are now much higher up and the road lights have been integrated into this new grey panel. The whole caravan is built using what Coachman calls ABC, Advanced Bonded Construction, which basically means no exterior fasteners, high quality adhesive used throughout and no timber, so nowhere for water to get in. And the result of that is a 10-year anti-water ingress guarantee. Inside, more evidence of good build quality with nice joinery throughout. It's a beautifully made caravan. Coachman does have a reputation for producing them, and it looks as though that reputation is still very much intact. Back in the days of yore, Coachman unashamedly sold big heavy caravans to people who owned big heavy cars. Well, since the advent of the ABC construction technique, which has brought weights down, that's no longer the case, and they are a lot lighter than they used to be. Having said that, they're not exactly what you would call featherweight, even so. While we don't yet have the precise weights for this newcomer, because it's literally so hot off the presses, we can guess that you're looking at somewhere between maybe 1420, 1470 kilograms, something of that order as an MTPLM. So you will still need a toker of a certain substance. But get that match right and you should be absolutely fine, given that you have the twin benefits of the built-in hitch stabilizer and the ATC trailer control system. And the weight distribution inside is fine as well. As you can probably see, this is one heck of a spacious lounge, isn't it? Never mind 4 good seats, you could probably seat 6 people here perfectly happily, and very comfortably too. The upholstery is of really good quality and it's not too steeply bolstered either. The whole seating has been lowered by 40mm, that's about 1.5 inches in old money compared to last year's caravan. This is purely as a result of customer feedback. You're very well looked after, and the lighting front as well. There's plenty of light comes in during the day from all the windows and sunroofs that surround you. And a special mention for the big wide opening Heki sunroof that is a sad absentee from so many caravans these days. So it's good to see it here. And you get a nice stereo too with USB connectivity. So if you're spending about £25,000 on a caravan, you want it to be a nice place to be, and this is exactly what this is. When couples go shopping for a new caravan these days, they elbow their way past all of the two-berth models like this in a headlong rush to get to the permanent in-bed models. However, I think it's worth them having a bit of a rethink in terms of what they actually want from a caravan. Look at the size of this bed here. Is it a 5-a-side pitch or is it a bed? Absolutely enormous and really very comfortable. Equally, the sofas are long enough to make 2 proper full-length 6-foot plus single beds. So you have that little bit of flexibility there as well. There's much to admire about the new style kitchen for 2018, foremost of which is this new anti-scratch surface that's both on the worktop here and on the surface directly opposite the corridor. Cooking wise, you've got the full works, including the expected electric ring to go with the 3 gas burners, separate oven and grill, and the built-in microwave opposite. Roomy fridge with separate freezer compartment. Excellent lighting on the underside of both sides. And talking of the work surface, it's nice to see that the sink has a bit of a cutout here, so you can still use it for draining even with the lid in place. And the surface opposite is exactly the same height as the work surface here. So if you're a keen chef with lots of clutter, then this is perfect, and there's plenty of room to move around here. Loads of storage, including a pull-out rack cupboard that comes out almost in its entirety. Big drawers, overhead lockers, and by the way, where there are overhead lockers, any shelves inside are completely removable if you need more height. Again, it's a kitchen that's practical as it is handsome. Now, given the fact that the front lounge is almost embarrassingly huge and that the kitchen is wallowing in acres of space, you'd think that maybe the compromise would come in here. Not a bit of it. This completes a trilogy of really spacious facilities throughout the caravan. It's definitely big enough to be considered a washroom cum dressing room, and it's fully featured to accommodate that as well, with the highlight being this flush fitting cabinet here with a mirror frontage, beautifully backlit and downlit. Plenty of storage space as well, with not one but two wardrobes, drawers, cupboards, and also in the shower, which is impressively sealed and spacious, also has enough space for all lotions and potions, and very well lit too. A really spacious, practical and very smart facility. Well, I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure that Coachman could have done anything else to make this caravan any more well lit than it already is. It's really got the full house of illumination, including the desirable quartet of reading lights in the front lounge, which also double as night lights. And you have these lights here on this plinth if you need just an added bit of extra light of an evening. Of course, it has mood lighting as you'd expect these days, upper, mid and floor level, the entire width of the caravan. The kitchen is really well lit, and it's nice to see that the area opposite, just above the fridge, also has a bit of illumination coming down from the overhead locker. The washroom is veritably flooded with light. There's enough light in there for it to double up as a West End dressing room. There's not just one, but two outside lights. There's the expected awning light over the entrance door, but there's also a services light over on the offside, just above the battery box. So really well done to Coachman for providing such a well-lit caravan. This new Coachman joins the elite rank of circa £25,000 caravans, of which there's plenty of competition. I don't think it need be concerned about any of its rivals. It offers a blend of practicality, build quality and style that really is very impressive. And I think if you're looking for a two-berth caravan, then don't just go straight to the four-berth end bedroom models on the forecourt. Give this one a look too. I thoroughly recommend it.